Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to April's Battle Pass. And in this Battle Pass comes the Explorer. Basically, the Cromwell. Now, it's a nice tank. It is a nice tank. All of the Cromwells are fantastic tanks. But you will be slightly disappointed if you play the Cromwell B. Because the Cromwell B is just an insane tank. So do bear that in mind. If you have played the Cromwell B, you will be slightly disappointed, and for one reason only, which we will get to. As you can see, all the main stats are exactly the same. Exactly the same. The DPM's the same, penetration, alpha, rate of fire, reload, caliber, shell velocity, everything is exactly the same. Now, the aim time is slightly better on the Explorer than the rest, but I mean, 1.9 on the Cromwell B up to 1.72. It's minimal. It's absolutely minimal. It's not much different at all. So the dispersion again is better on the Explorer than the other two. Again, minimal. But what really is the difference between the Cromwell B and the other Cromwells is the gun depression. 13 degrees of gun depression on the Cromwell B, whereas the Explorer and the normal Cromwell is 8 degrees, and you can really feel that. If you're used to playing the Cromwell B, you're used to getting up on those ridge lines, you're used to using that gun depression, and on the Explorer you can really feel that. The only other difference as well is the hull armor. Now the hull armor on the Cromwell B and the Cromwell is 64mm, still not a lot, but I mean, it's enough to withdraw some HE shots, whereas the Explorer is only 25mm thick. So a lot of people can actually HE your hull. Heavy tanks, medium tanks, well, not so much medium tanks, but more so heavy tanks. But other than that, it looks great. I think this tank looks absolutely fantastic. But it's no Cromwell B. It's no Cromwell B. Personally, I will get the tank because again, it is only $5 in the battle pass, and I always say every single battle pass, you can go back on all my battle pass videos, these are worth it because of what you get in return with that $5. You're not just getting the tank, you're getting everything that comes with the battle pass as well. The tier 4 tank at the start, all the gold, the XP, the credits, the camouflages, everything is worth that $5. So basically you're paying $5, you're getting all the goodies, and you're gonna get a tank at the end of it for free, or halfway through for free, level 35. Now the battle pass, as usual, is the same. It is $5 for the main battle pass, and the best thing about the battle pass, I don't play very often. The game at the moment, but I'm still able to get to level 35. I'm not too bothered about the background in the battle pass. As long as I get the tank, then I don't really care about the rest of it. So we are going to have a couple of games in the Explorer just to show you what it is actually like, and some of these games you can actually feel, or you can see the gun depression, and where it's playing the Cromwell B would be much more beneficial than playing the Explorer. Now, once I've actually aced this tank playing it on my main account, will I go back to it? Probably not, no. And that will be the same for every person who owns the Cromwell B. If you own the Cromwell B, you will never play this tank. So unless you are searching for the aces, unless you're a collectible, then yeah, you're never going to play this tank. You're never ever going to play this tank. The credit coefficient obviously is better on the Cromwell B because it's a premium tank. This is a collectible tank, and of course the other Cromwell is a tech tree tank. So at least we have one of each. We have one of each. We have a collectible, we have a premium, and we have a tech tree version of the Cromwell tank. And I love the Cromwell. The Cromwell is a good tank. It really is a good tank. But after playing the Cromwell B for so long, I mean, I own the Cromwell B in almost all of my accounts because when it comes to sale, it is so cheap. I've even got it on my free-to-play account because I got given a bonus code back in the day at Tankfest. We got given some bonus codes for tanks, and I used one of them for my free-to-play account. Now, the credits, I mean, 47,000 credits there. We had a pretty good game. Still can ace it, even though I'm like one of the only players playing this tank at the moment. You see at the beginning on Blitzstars, if you go and look, it says 0 people playing this tank. Well, it's a lie because I've been playing it, and I still can't freaking ace the tanks. These Battle Pass tanks, when I play them a few days before they're actually released, and they're still difficult to ace. They're really difficult to ace. They do become easier the more people play them, actually, because obviously it goes by the average XP played by the people, and if no one's playing it, I suppose there's no base XP. It's probably like 1200, set at 1200 base XP to ace the tank, and when people start to play it, that base XP should start to decrease a little bit, so it becomes a lot easier to ace once a few people are playing it. But of course, if the tank is really, really good, then it will be difficult to ace. People doing well in the tank, and they will, they won't ace it as, it won't take as much to ace the tank. Now, this kind of position you can see in a Cromwell B would be absolutely fantastic, but you can see to get these shots off, I have to overextend, and I am showing my tank. Here we have to go all the way over to actually get our tank down. In the Cromwell B, you wouldn't need to do that, so you're exposing yourself for less, and you're sort of, that's a big difference. That is a big difference, and you can really, really feel that gun depression. But other than the gun depression, then there's nothing really else bad about the tank. The gun depression isn't bad. 8 degrees of gun depression, that's still pretty good. But compared to the 13 degrees that I'm used to, that is a massive, massive difference in gun depression. But other than that, it's still a decent tank. You can still perform really, really well with good DPM, good speed, no armor whatsoever. But none of the other Cromwells have armor either. So yeah, you can still perform in this tank, and it's still worth having in your garage. Even if you don't have a Cromwell B, then yeah, this is still good to have in your garage. It can earn a little bit of credits, not much credits, but it still does earn credits. And I do have to add, if the Cromwell B does come for sale, normally it comes for sale for around $5. It's definitely worth that money, definitely. So not as good as the Cromwell B, probably around the same as the Cromwell, the Tech Tree tank, but overall, it is a Battle Pass tank. It is a nice tank, and it has came for cheap. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Hope you get the tank in this month's Battle Pass. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.